All right, let's talk the lunge. This is a basic lunge tutorial to help you align yourself and get in the right position so that lunging is a little bit easier for you. Now, a lot of people veer away from lunges because they either experience knee pain or they just can't do it very well. But we do need the lunge because we do it in everyday life, like climbing stairs, stepping up onto boxes, down. It's a very valuable pattern that not only allows us to do single leg strength work, but allows us to be truly functional to navigate the world. So lunging is the entry point into that single leg strength stuff. It is assisted because you do have one foot down on the ground, but you need to improve it. So it's a pattern we need to work. Here are some progressions that I love, but let's talk about some common errors. So common error number one is that people just don't have very good balance when doing any type of lunging activities. This could be attributed to a lot of reasons, but one of the easiest ways to clear up your balance issues is to find a target and keep your eyes locked in on it. So if you're lunging, if you're keeping your eyes locked in on that target, you're not moving your head around, and therefore balance improves instantly. So that's cue number one to help improve your balance. Another part of lunge is the stance. When we look at the stance, a lot of people's lunges, they're very narrow here in their stance, so that can be causing balance issues and alignment issues. But when you're in your lunge position, what I'm looking for is roughly a 90-degree-ish position. Where people run into trouble is if they're too thin here, their stance is too thin here, their heel starts to rise up off the ground, pushing more into the toes, and they're not getting that strength through the whole foot. So I'm looking for roughly around 90 degrees-ish. Now, sometimes toe flexion comes into play where people don't have a lot of toe flexion in this stance, and that's just something that needs to be worked on, okay? But this is roughly what I'm looking for. We could go slightly more than that, but the whole point of this is that you're not way out here and you're not too far in. You're where you can get a lot of power through that front leg, okay? So let's go over a couple progressions. First progression I like is just a split squat, okay? So if we set up, I'll show you from the narrow position. If we set up, I'm looking to have my feet on train tracks here, not too narrow, not too wide, and that back foot should be up on the ball of your foot. When you're doing your lunges, I don't want to roll forward and rock forward way out in front. I'm looking on the split squat is to come straight down. So I'm going to slightly lean forward, and this back knee is going to come straight down to the ground and then come back up. Straight down to the ground and then come back up. Now you have a little adjustment here, like I said. I might feel a little bit more comfortable having my foot out, but the most important thing is that my weight is being distributed through the entire foot here and not just one part like the front or back, okay? So slightly lean forward to get my weight on this leg, drive up, straight back down, drive up, straight back down, okay? So that's step number one. Now, if that step is a little too difficult for you, you can go into an assisted split squat. Grab a set of straps, or you could grab a doorknob or edge of a table or something just to hold on to. And the goal is not to use all of your strength to pull yourself up. It's just there as an assist. So getting my setup here, I can work into my split squat with a little bit more confidence because I have the assist there if I need to, okay? Another common error I see in the lunge pattern is that people come up way too fast when they don't have the strength or they don't have the stability to do it. So you'll see that lunging pattern and they see that kind of waving motion happen, okay? I like to think of the little engine that could. Slow down and just maintain the integrity of the movement. This might be a pretty hard exercise for you that you need to build up your strength. So instead of rushing yourself through it and getting up and wobbly, just kind of boom, drive, and maintain the integrity of the movement, okay? So moving on for the split squat, we have a couple other basic variations that we can do. Number one is just the forward lunge. This is a little bit more athletic because there is movement involved, and you have to know your spacing when doing this. You want to plant through the whole foot. You're decelerating and driving through the whole foot, coming back. So that's the forward lunge. We also have the reverse lunge. Standing here, I'm going to take a step back and drive up. Take a step back and drive up. I personally think that this is an easier progression to learn because my weight is balanced over one foot and then I'm just reaching back versus stepping forward and loading, okay? So split squat, up and down, assisted if we need it, forward lunge, reverse lunge, and then we can also load that lunge. We can change where our hands are, and we can put weights up into our hands like a goblet squat, grabbing a kettlebell. I can do a lunge holding a kettlebell. And the same could be said if I had a dumbbell. A dumbbell works just fine. I just happen to have a kettlebell here. So plenty of ways to load it and progress it. That's your lunge pattern.